Greetings, fellow gamers. That's right. Co-op is magic. Now, the Destiny campaign is co-op. You can have up to a fire team of 3, and Bungie will tell you that teamwork is important. Well, what does that mean? How do you learn teamwork? Bellowingbob and I are going to show you. What we're going to show you is the buddy system. This is a 2-man run-through of the moon. This is the first time we ran the moon. This is after about 4 days of playing the Destiny beta. And what we're going to show you are little tricks that anybody can do. Let's get right to it. Bob is going to be running point. They say know your role. Well, he's the guy that's up front. He is the door opener. He's the trailblazer, aka he is the bait. He's set up for medium to close range. Now I am set up from medium to long range. I've got the sniper rifle. My job is Overwatch. Bob is drawing enemies out. He's drawing fire, holding their attention, so I have time to line up my shots. With the sniper rifle, right what I had, I'm doing critical shots over 1,000 points of damage, but I need time to line them up. My job is to keep Bob alive. I shoot the baddies, shooting at my buddy. I always want to keep in mind where Bob is, where he is shooting, and what enemies are shooting at him. Now on the moon we mount up pretty fast, so we're going to start off with that. Both of us have a pike. I'm not using my sniper rifle, but I'm still doing Overwatch. Now look where Bob is. He's engaging enemies off to his left, but there's a captain behind him. It is my job to keep that captain from shooting Bob in his rear. So I'm going to direct my attention to the captain. Rather than following Bob and shooting what he's shooting at, I am shooting at the guys shooting at him. Missed my little ram there. Let's pull it back, get this guy dead. Now this whole time while we're on the pikes, we are trying to split the enemy fire. I have these guys turned around shooting towards me. That means they're not shooting at Bob. Same for this guy. This vandal's shooting on me, and look who's behind him. Bob. Who's going to get him? Well, I'm going to come up and finish him off, and there's Bob behind him. If you can split enemy fire and shoot them in their rear and their side flanks, then you're going to win. I'm going to show you a little bit more. We got some new fresh pikes, and we are transitioning to an area. In big open worlds like this, you want to let your buddy know, hey, we're moving on, and coordinate together. I got ahead of Bob. He's catching up to me. And once we get through this little transition area, I'm going to stop and wait. Wait. Move over for Bob. I've got the right side. He's got the left side. I move to the right. I'm shooting these guys in their side, otherwise their flank. Those poor little dregs were taking fire from 2 angles, from their front and from their side, like an L. That's how we were able to kill them so quickly, and they can't shoot at us both. All right, let's get back to some sniping. Bob and I want to get over there. With big open levels in this game, there are plenty of opportunities for sniping. Now, see these guys over here? They're not bothering anybody. We could go up inside that control room without them dealing, but I am going to engage them because I just can't resist shooting them. More XP is great, but as a sniper, you got to be careful and that you don't start wandering off to the next pocket of enemy, especially in open areas like this, where enemies will be constantly respawning. I'll get a little cleanup, get that shank. So just mind where you're going. Don't go wandering off. Next thing you know, you'll start a fight with a new group of enemies that you didn't want to. So once you get to parts where you have to make a choice, do you want to advance the story or do you want to keep exploring around and shooting enemies? Once a decision is made to keep moving, then quit shooting at enemies and keep moving. All right, we've decided where we want to go. We have enemies upstairs where that servitor is, and then we have a captain right there. Bob is shooting up at the guys. That captain is shooting at Bob's right flank. He's got to go. My job, take him out. I'm going to slow this down. First shot did 361 points of damage. The shield took all the hit. But if you look at the second shot, it looks like I scored a critical hit for 630 that removed the remainder of the captain's shields and most of his health. Third shot did 361, that was all health, and he died. The point to take away from that is there does not appear to be a shield gate. So for all you Mass Effect kids who are used to using shield gates, it doesn't seem to be in effect in this game. If you think about it, you can get one shot killed by a spider tank. If you don't know what shield gates are, kids, look them up, but they don't seem to be in effect in this game. All right, I told Bob that we're moving on, so we're going to, hey, Bob, come on. We're going to stop shooting at enemies and move to the next section. Bob is the bait. Bob is the door opener. He takes position up front, and we are going to stagger powers. We got a great little bottleneck here. Bob shoots off his Nova Bomb first. I'm going to put out a grenade second. The whole point is you don't want your large destructive powers hitting the same place at the same time. So we did a 1, 2, 3 in which we spread out our explosions and our grenades. At this point, we're cleaning up. Hopefully not getting overrun, but we've killed enough stuff. Now, check on Bob, make sure he's fine. Now I can switch to sniping. Take a little cover, and I can take out these guys. Bob's taking them out. Guys are up here trying to get an angle up on us. I'm going to move back behind him once I don't have any more firing. And watch, Bob has come around. Sorry, Acolyte. You can't shoot two people at once. So the fire and movement's continuous. I backed up. They're shooting at me. Bob took the long way around. It took him a little bit of extra time, but he got behind them and got to shoot them in the back. Now the guys are, normally I could take out a knight with one sniper shot, but he's down and I can't quite get at him, so we've got to move in here. And it looks like we're getting to the end. Nice big open area. I'm going to see what I can take out with that sniper rifle. Notice that we're pausing. This is our first time through. We do not know what's in there, and we're not in any hurry. The enemies aren't going anywhere. Bob's going to take a little peek. We got some red. Perfect. I got guys to shoot. Stick your little heads out here. I got plenty of time to line up shots. 2 hits. Dead. Okay, Bob's moving forward. I got to keep up with him. And watch what Bob did. Bob ran past the wizard. I missed with a grenade, but if you look, I got plenty of time to line up my shots. I got one critical. I rushed the second shot. Enemies focused on him, especially with bosses that have area of effect attacks. I didn't get touched that entire time. The only reason Bob died was there's a little bit of residual poison that the wizard leaves. So there you go, kids. If you like punching and blasting enemies in the face with a shotgun, great. Take the point. If you want to be a sniper, take the Overwatch position. Keep your team in view and shoot the enemies shooting at your friends. After the Titan does his Fist of Havoc, he's going to be exposed. He's not going to get everything. There's going to be guys shooting at him. Keep your buddy alive. For a third person, that person does the middle or the floater. That person's filling in the gaps on what your team needs. Do you need more meat up front on the point position? Do you want to include some passives? That's your decision on what you want for that third person. All right, well, I hope that helps. Using the buddy system, you keep together, you keep from wandering off, get separated, and getting killed. Helps you get those bounties like Unstoppable and Body Dropper that require you killing a lot of enemies without dying. And once you start making a rush for those raids when the game comes out, you're going to need teamwork. All right, kids. It drops on September 9th. See you then.